Mendee, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me here.
Mendee, what's the purpose of starting a podcast? What is your goal? What is your aim in the Mending Manifestation?
The whole thing is the goal is my dream is to make every person that I know to helping them to live in full potential
Mm-hmm.
and live in the best version of life they have and deserve.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about who you are,
Uh-huh.
your background, and how you came to be spiritually inclined?
Who I am is from mostly from Mongolia, and my grandfather's, my family's background, lots of spirituality, and I have since like I was 3 years old, I discovered my grandma was into spirituality. I was has a gift, but I couldn't figure out what it was, and there is something calls me. I have to live in foreign country. I saw so many visions and things that I have to be, but I didn't know how it can get there. But when I was 5 years old, I started telling things to people, and everything comes true. And that's how it came to manifestation. Being married, American man,
Mm-hmm.
live in many countries and many careers right now. Finally, I am now to share my gifts and talent to world. Who I am is making committed to myself to share what we are here to live in the best life.
Okay.
And
So you say that you discovered this gift. Some would say talent. When you're very young, back in Mongolia, with
mhm,
your grandparents.
yes.
Can you give us some examples of how you, at what age you were, and some examples that set in your mind has told you that you had something special?
Yeah, when I was 3 years old, I saw some vision that I will be some place. I have no idea the language that I would speak in, and all those people, and I would not be around my family, so I will be isolated them, which is exactly come true. And I was that time I was 3 years old into 5 years old. I started saying I'm gonna be living in America. I'm gonna be married American. My grandma was not sure about it, what it's gonna be, but I know for sure it's gonna be. And that's how really everything what I say and other people and things always come true because that was my gift. And I see things. I have vision. Everything will come reality.
Mm-hmm. So you've been in the United States for how many years?
So I have been in America for 19 years right now.
Okay. And what was the transition like for you coming to a new land and a new culture, having spent your early years back at home in Mongolia?
And it's quite a journey to me in sharing my language to Mongolian, Russian, and English. I have to learn about the language and culture, which is started ground zero because the culture is quite a different culture in Western and Eastern. And the other thing is that without even have any family members and friends, and you have to live there, and you have to learn everything you have learned, started redo it again. That was the quite challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to trust yourself in your own faith that you have to take a step, a leap of faith. Everything you have to do, every step the way, you make right decision, and you have to fail. You have to just stumble. Everything you human being go through
Mm-hmm.
to make it the best version of me.
So, Mindy, how did your gifts, how did your talents tie into you having the faith and believing in you? And you talked about taking that leap of faith,
Yeah.
tie in the spirituality and the gift that you discovered at a very early age, how that helped you with the transition.
My gift is I see myself that I'm safe and secure. Everything is gonna be all right, and every person and people and condition leads me to the next thing that I have to learn about. What is compassion? That was my life lesson for this time to share humanity. What is really compassion that I have to learn about? The biggest thing, and my gift is help me to together really get me next level. It's make it for me is easy. Basically, is transitioning to constantly adapting and something new learning, constantly transcending, transition, constantly renewing. And so I had to learn something, moving someplace. It's like a gypsy lifestyle. And so last 19 years, you could imagine.
Right, right.
So
Let's go back to your childhood. Again, you discovered this special gift and talent at the age of 3. You saw the vision and you shared with your grandparents that you were going to come to America. So from your young years to your adolescent and teen years, everything has an evolution process.
Yes.
Every aspect of life has a start and a finish, and the in between is the ever growing aspect of whatever it is that we entail. Talk about those years, from the young years to the adolescent years to your teen years up into your adult years, how you were able to use this talent and discover it and use it to your benefit.
To me, I was teenager. I was sort of like rebelling. I did not like to be listened, to be honest with you. And because my parents was pretty disciplined, so I had to do everything follow the discipline. But meantime, I had to learn the things that my father and mother, and have to be being good daughter and being a good student, doing things, but at the same time, and I have to able to use my gifts. Able to use it to myself. At the same time, I was not able to use it because a culture and they no one believe in me that I have the gift that I have to struggle with, and because they don't believe in what is I'm saying, my visions and things, that I have to be isolated. That was I had to struggle with. I could not believe that this is something that I know is beyond of me. People that don't believe in me. So that's very much I have to find out the truth. The way I'm willing to do anything to get myself to dedicate to sacrifice whatever I have to take.
Okay.
Small girl.
Okay.
And two.
So your grandparents were aware of the gift because again you shared with them that you had this vision, but your parents weren't so receptive, or they didn't buy into this special gift or talent that you had, despite the fact that your grandparents had it?
Yes.
Share a little bit more about that.
Because it's Mongolia's Buddhist religion, and therefore everyone is followed different way. That Buddhist spirituality is very different way that Christianity, and therefore like everyone is busy not following as rituals. And my grandfather, that's very much as it is. So I could not be exactly the way my parents, that because they were busy to want the things that they want to do. So I could not be what I'm really supposed to be calling for, and not really matters for them.
Okay. Now, those watching this podcast, again, it's the first episode of season 1 of the Mending Manifestation with Mendee Mendjargal. You can check out the podcast every week. It'll be up on our YouTube page and, of course, a website real soon in the near future. Did you have brothers and sisters? And if so, did they or do they have the gift as well?
Yeah, I had 3 brothers. One is passed away, but the other one I still adopted, and still 3 brothers I have. And none of them really has the gift, except the person who passed away has gift. And the other one's very different gift, not like the way I was. I was the one very much in my family, sort of the spirituality, and it's a different.
Okay.
I couldn't tell what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're sorry to hear about your sibling that passed away. But we move forward. You are here again, here in the United States for 19 years. You had to do a lot of studying.
Yes.
You had to do a lot of studying. Talk about that to enhance this gift that you have.
Well, it's interesting. Since actually I came to America in 2000, I was studying English, academic language in English is most complicated. Then I become to esthetician, which is I studied a lot of different states, but because during that time I was married, so I have to travel with my husband to basically every universities to going to Australia, to Hawaii, to Virginia. To meantime, studying English academic level, and because I do have accent, as you can see,
It's lovely and beautiful.
Yes, and
Just like you.
thank you. And then biggest thing is that to learning English concise perfection is that was quite struggling, because make sure that everyone able to understand me, to start at ground zero like a child again, and because that's everyone struggles, because I wanted to make a bigger things. It's not about my language, my country, where I come from, who I am. There is something beyond of my heart and my soul purpose. That's what the biggest thing. And my soul purpose, what I'm here is to make a difference to what I'm here, the earth. That is my everything struggle, all the things I've learned in every education career that I have gone through, all the struggles and everything. I'm here for to share this wisdom and love and who we are here in humanity. Is just beautiful who we are. It's not about race and color, region, anything at all. And we are here so much to give, to discover.
Okay, Mendee. Before we let you go and we thank you, every week that your growing fans and viewers and audience, when they tune in to your podcast, the Mending Manifestation, what sort of things can they expect to hear? We know you have a background, you're certified nutritionist, spiritual and life coach, and Reiki Master. You're multi-talented, there's no question about it. But every week, I would imagine you're going to have something special for those tuning in. Can you share a little bit about some of the things you're going to touch on?
Yes, of course. The biggest thing is to me is to peace of mind, the humanity. Every person who we are struggling is what we have is stress and anxiety. Getting away from that space, so we want to have open space of peace and love and joy. What you miss in the presence of which would make different in life is everyone is peace of mind. That's what we want, and everyone wants to be well-being, which is health, nutrition. That's important. And third thing is energy. Energy is everything. Without energy, you cannot do anything. The best thing. So I will keep sharing what you have to do. Body, mind, spirit is also well-being. So I'm also licensed esthetician. I do also everything about human body, mind, spirit. So that's now I'm actually learning about leadership and landmark. That's all about principlity, integrity, action, performance. So that's why I'm here to share only the best version of who we are, to live in the highest full potential. That's
Mendee,
what it.
Very well
you.
said. Thank you so very much, and we're looking forward to doing this weekly with you. Again, it's the Mending Manifestation. It's episode number 1, season number 1 with Mendee Mendjargal. Thank you so very much, and you can check out this podcast again every week. Weekly podcast on YouTube, and of course Mendee's going to have her website up very, very soon, so you'll be able to check it out there as well. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Enjoy the week, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you for everyone.